Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Kia Simone. Kia Simone.
Hey, Celia, she just introduced me, but hey, lovely people. It's your girl, Kia Simone, coming to you straight from the 313, and you already know what it is. It's all love. Thank you for singing that song. That was song, which, if y'all don't know, Soul Link Music wrote that song for me that she's singing.
Now, what's the? I know the next line. I love that song. Yeah,
Women of Power.
women of power, Kia Simone.
Yes.
Women of power. I love.
Jaworski Lake wrote that for me. And he is so awesome. So if you guys ever looking for some music, you can just actually go to my YouTube and it'll be on his. I put the music by Soul Link Music. Yeah, he is like, I didn't tell him anything, Crystal. I just said I want to brand my name, and I said I'm doing a YouTube channel. So he just like kind of, I guess maybe was looking at my Facebook and stuff, or stuff that I be writing quotes and stuff. And when he did it, I wasn't expecting that. I was
Mhm.
at my house literally jamming, Chris. So I was in here like, wait till the summertime come. I'm going outside and be the car. Look me.
But you know what? The music producers, they be so talented. So
But
my
how?
intro.
How did he know? Like,
Right. So my intro, I had a friend of mine produce that from California. We hadn't talked. We talk like once a year because our birthdays are like within a day of each other. His is on the 20th and mine's 22nd. So I always text him back and forth and everything. But we really don't. We haven't seen each other in a long time. And I talked to him. I said, "Can you produce some music for me for my intro for my show? And I'm going to be doing different stuff and for my YouTube channel." And we talked for, I'm gonna say about 30 to 40 minutes. Gave him a week, and that's what he came up with. And I was like, okay. I said, I like it. And
yeah.
he had all transitions and stuff like that. So I'm gonna be thinking that I'm gonna be
That's
doing some more
so,
stuff
I
with
know this
it.
is not the icebreaker, but I wish I had that talent. Like literally, like I wish I could sing and just hear some stuff and like, when you have talented songwriters that they can hear
Mhm.
something and just be like and then be humming it. I said,
Right.
Lord, I wanted to be in the church choir. Why?
I
I
was
cannot
actually in the church
hold
choir.
a tune, but that Lord,
Yeah,
why?
I was in the church choir. I actually I can hold a note. I can hold a note. It's been a long time, but I can sing
Hmm.
a tiny bit. But yeah, they just are so talented. I love it. I said I want something smooth. I'm thinking more music soul child. As a matter of fact, is what I said. But different. And we just talked for about 34 minutes, and that's what he came up with. I said, all
Yeah,
right,
but I
I love it.
love
Mhm.
Jaworski. Like he's so cool and he's amazing. And I finally met him last summer at an event. So it
Oh,
was awesome
really?
finally meeting him. I never met him. He, like I said, that's why I said he hit it.
Yes. Hey everyone. Hey Kimberly. Hey Rhonda. How are you guys doing? I'm waiting. We're gonna make a quick announcement, but I want to wait till some more people come in. But you guys will see in the chat. Um, we got the questions that Kia sent. Hey, We Unlock Nation.
Hey.
Hey, okay, Kia comes through with the blonde. Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's I just asked her, let her tell you what the name of that one is. What's the name of the
So
wig?
her name is Candy.
I love it. And then with the ice blue makeup, it looks so pretty.
Thank
Okay, yeah.
you.
So I actually still love our Convo on the Rock. So I'm still gonna play the intro. And then hold on one second. I gotta go back to the comments. One second, y'all. And then we're gonna get to these questions. hmm
Mhm.
Hold on a second. Y'all, give me a second. So, Kia, you got the first question. Kia put in the chat, y'all.
Okay. So, yes. So my first question is, what is your silliest memory with your best friend?
You want me to go first?
I can go.
Go
You
ahead,
wanna
go.
go? Okay. So my silliest memory is y'all know I used to be petty. So this not no time soon. This wasn't like recently. But the silliest moment is it was my girls. It was two of my friends. So we went to the club. So, I'm in Detroit. So we were off, the water. So we like on Jefferson just riding and, just hanging out. So I don't know if alcohol was included, Crystal.
You don't know? Okay.
I can't remember that part. Well, probably. So we went to White Castles, and we ate the food. So we like riding and riding, and we was like, yeah, these dudes out here are garbage. Yeah, they're just garbage. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This and that or whatever. So my ex didn't stay too far from downtown. So we decided to take the White Castle garbage after we ate the food and dumped it on his porch. So, why it's funny is because we were still kind of like talking, kind of like, like cordial. So he was like the next day, like he's like fussing at his brother, like, you came in the house drunk. Why did you leave all this trash over there? So I bust out laughing because it was me. Like, you're trash. And it was funny because my one friend, she's so small, so she's running up to the door. She's like, little, like about to be blow away like the wind. She's like, I'll do it. And so she's running up there. Oh my God, it was so funny, Crystal. Can you imagine? Yeah, it was drinks included. Because I had to think while she was stumbling up to the porch, falling over. Luckily, they didn't catch us because, like, what if he would have like thought we were a burglar? But
Yeah.
it was funny because he thought his brother did it. He was like, yeah, he came in here drunk and this and that. And I was like, yeah, that wasn't him. It was us.
That is so funny. That is so funny. Hey, country mama. Hey, Misha. Hey,
so that
Misha.
was my silliest moment. Like I said, we don't let us out.
So I'm gonna get to my silliest moment with my good friend, and then we'll make a quick announcement, and especially since we got Misha in the chat. Thank you so much, y'all, for coming in and hanging out. Oh gosh, this was years ago. I know that alcohol was involved.
See, I try to play mine down.
One thing is, so yeah, I like to I drink socially, but I don't drink beer. I don't like beer, because I always say that beer makes me go to the bathroom, or beer makes so. We're pulling up in front of the club, and my friend had a beer. I actually think this is her second beer. She doesn't drink beer a lot, but oh, thank you so much. So we get to the club, we pull up, and we're in a new friend's car. Like, this isn't, she usually drives, and she's in the passenger seat, and she's like, she can't hold it, and she peed all over the passenger seat of her friend's car. Just like, yes.
So wait. So that's ruining your friend's car. So what did your friend do with the car afterwards? Because I think I would be so mad at you, Crystal, if you would have used the bathroom in my car.
I know. I was like, and she's never done that before. I was like, are you serious? Did this just happen? So she felt bad, but I said, well, we got to go home. And she was like, oh no, it's okay. The friend was like, oh no, it's okay. I was thinking in my head, I'm like, oh my gosh, she just peed on herself. This is a grown woman. She just peed on herself. That's yeah. She just peed on herself. And so yeah, we were on base too. We were going to the club on base. So yeah.
So Crystal, can you hold your liquor?
I can. And honestly, I think that's why I don't specifically, I think it's beer, because she's never done that before. And I don't think it's ever done it since. I can. And also that's why I also don't drink beer. I feel like that's what would make me go to the bathroom myself.
So while we were on embarrassing drunken stories, I was married at the time. So we went, me and my sister-in-law. So my sister-in-law, like, she know how to drink like a champ, okay? So I think it was something called blueberry vodka or something. I don't know if they still have that. So she put the blueberry vodka with some lemonade. So with the blueberry vodka with the lemonade, I couldn't taste the liquor.
Mm-hmm.
So my sister-in-law, again, she's a champ, okay? So we on the way to the strip club to go see some fellas. It's ladies' night.
Fellas.
So I'm drinking the blueberry vodka. So I done passed out on my first, again, I said I was still married. So finally I get out the house and I pass out. So she takes me home. she didn't take me home because I lived too far. So she took me to my mother-in-law house. So I done fell out the car in the mother-in-law house and, like I said, vomited all of her grass. And then she called the husband and was like, "Can you come get your drunk wife?" I can't lift her. And so the next morning, the mother-in-law called, like, "Can you come get this vomit out my front yard? Girl, let the rain hit it. Let the rain hit it." I've been home trying to recover. So I don't drink, Crystal, but I don't know what I was on. I said, I can't hang with her no more. She know who she is. When she watched this video, sis, you are a trooper. Yes.
Yes, yes.
So that blueberry vodka, it will sneak up on you. Like I said, I could not taste it, Misha. Misha said, sounds good. Yeah, that lemonade with it. So our next question.
Next question is, do y'all have a type? You know, Key and I were talking about this. Do we have a type? And I always used to say that you never know who you're going to fall in love with. And I really was thinking about this coming home today, and I said, no, I do really never mattered like complexion, dark, light. It didn't. I know that my friends back in the day, they were like, "Oh, Crystal wants them light skin and tall," and I said, I don't know where you got that from because that's never been the case. But it honestly, truly was like who I was interested in. But do I really have a type? And as far as personality wise, I definitely have a type. But looks, I don't think I have a type.
So I've never been into the Albie Shore, type of guy with the little curls on the top. That wasn't my style. Now, at one time I was like into the dark chocolate, like I like the dark, and the tall like that. Looked like he just could throw you over his back. But now that is more realistic, knowing that he got anybody knew this just now watching, y'all know I always talk about the bad knees. So even if he's tall and all that right now, he probably about to have bad knees soon. Okay, so that don't be so important now. Like the tall big man is 6'3", 6'4". So now I'm okay as long as he's now that is, I do have a type with that. I do want my man to be at least like almost 6 feet tall. He could be 5, like close to it, because I don't want to. When I wear heels, I love heels. So although I haven't had heels on in a year or two since the pandemic,
right?
But I want to be able to like go out and put on some heels, and I want to not be looking, down on him. I want to be able to still be I see you, baby. Yeah. So that is one of my types. That again, I don't want to. Hey, baby.
You don't want him to meet you at your breast? You don't want him?
No, I don't want him to be staring at these.
Like staring at you.
Now, country mama, okay, I know she being bad. It's fine. I will push him in the wheelchair and still work. Right. No, country mama, okay, I'm being nasty. When I used to like a tall guy, because I just always be like, just pick me up, baby, and just whatever. But now, like I said, it's not really. That's not.
Country mama said his lap still works. First of all, that is hilarious.
So, I'm not like. I really don't have. As long as you like clean, you smell good, well, I do have a type. You gotta have your teeth. I need you to have your teeth.
Your own, not ones that you got a receipt for, right?
He could, as long as you got them fixed. You know what I'm saying? Because something could have happened. You could have had an accident and had one of your teeth knocked out. As long as you have them fixed. Because I couldn't understand why. It used to be like good. Okay, in Detroit, y'all know I'm the Motor City. So it was guys, the big three, Chrysler, Ford, and GM used to give good insurance. Okay. And I couldn't understand why these guys was making good money, but they would not get their teeth fixed. I'm like, did the dentist hurt you? Who hurt you? Why? You walk around here with a raggedy mouth. So I need you to, if it didn't work out, fix them. So that is another type.
Funny. I always had that same question, like, why are y'all so upset about the dentist? Or why don't people want to go to the dentist? And then I remember going to the dentist and getting work done and everything. And I said, it's not the actual it's the sound. Like if I'm half up and all I hear, I said, oh, that's it.
But that
still,
Crystal,
no, I'm still going to go.
Like I know, like it's certain things that I don't like, doing, but because I know the outcome, like let's talk about micro shading. It don't her whole process don't hurt when they be up there like, but when they get that certain part of that meat, that stuff hurt. I'd be like, okay, just for beauty. So while I'm laying on her table, one time a tear came out, Crystal, while I was getting micro shade. And she said, take it like a G, take it like a G. And I
Did
was
she
like, yeah,
really?
this is my friend. She's
Oh, okay. I thought it was the
oh,
lady that was giving you the micro
no,
shading.
she
I was like, "You
was.
telling me to
And
take it
she
like
was
a G?"
like, I drove like 2 hours to get to her. And so she's like, take it, take it. It's like, you gonna just think about it. The end result is gonna be worth it. So that's what I'm thinking, like, okay. So get your teeth fixed. If your mouth is raggedy, nobody want to be, kissing on you. Y'all know I don't kiss anyway, and I'm really not gonna kiss you if your mouth is raggedy.
Right.
Types, Crystal. I'm open to different races. I've never dated outside of my race, but I've seen some fine ones. We were just talking before the show. I've seen some, guys with olive skin looking with dark hair. I've seen some different types. So I'm open just for love at this point.
Right. And that's exactly how I feel about it. And honestly, being from California, that's the case. That's the case. I would like to date inside my race, but I have dated outside my race and that's what was
No, wait, you said
not
you
just
did date
available to me.
outside
I
of
don't
your
want to say
race?
the word available.
I'm
What?
sorry, I couldn't hear you. Did you say you dated outside of your race before? Okay.
Mm-hmm. And
And you would do it again?
I prefer, of course, dating inside my race, but at the same time in California, it's a different. We'll have that discussion another time because
Yeah,
that
I
could
just
take us
say
all
like
night.
this. My
But
type is if you're respectful, you have integrity. Like I said, I'm watching what you do. Like,
mhm.
if you're having conversations about your job and you doing shady stuff or, just whatever. I just want a man that's respectful, that has integrity, have love for God. Like I said, as far as like type now, I'm sorry. I'm with Misha. When Misha said big, now I don't want you to be like a big, that's just not my type. That's just not my preference.
Girl, when Misha
I'm thick
painted
again.
that picture,
I'm
oh
thick
my God,
myself, but I don't need both of us to be.
So with me, I hear you on that. Needs to be taller than me. I'm right at 5'6", and I would
You're
like him
taller
taller
than
than
me. Oh,
me.
okay.
Yeah, I'm. You know what's funny? I'm literally 5'5" and 3/4, and I always get that. I'm like, just
They
put me
don't
in.
like me to say that when I say I'm 5'4 1/4. So yeah,
I said,
I
"No,
think
I'm 5'6". But also, I'm more into the character, to honestly, especially at our grown age. Like I said earlier, you got respectful. You can make me laugh. You also are ambitious. All of those things. It, yeah, you just never
yeah.
know. Because
So wait,
honestly, I'll be honest with you. That some of the ones that I was interested in, it would be the ones that always surprise me. That's what.
yeah,
That's
I just say
what.
I just
That's
like
the
at this
compliment
point in life,
myself.
I'm just looking for a good time. You know what I'm saying? Like we can laugh, we can, it's not, it doesn't feel like it's forced. But I'm still laughing at Misha. Yes, Misha, you traumatized me.
You
I
did. You
can't
traumatized
think
me too.
about a man now, uh
I'm very
a bigger
traumatized.
guy without thinking about these. So Misha, it's all your
Very
fault. All your
traumatized.
fault.
Right, yeah, very traumatized. Speaking of our girl Misha, y'all, um, so Misha is a very busy woman. She's getting her brand going. She's in school and she got a lot of life that she is living right now. So she's just not going to be joining us. It's going to be Kia and I. When things lighten up for her, we're going to absolutely welcome her back when she is ready to come back. But it's just a lot going on. So we thank her that she is in the chat, but and thank you so much, but right now it's going to be Kia and I, and she just had to step away. You have to think about your personal well-being and your personal peace and what's right for you at the time.
So
So she's
Misha's
had to
in the
step
chat.
away.
So go ahead and drop Misha some pink hearts, y'all. Go ahead and drop a couple of pink hearts for Misha.
Please
Give
drop
her
her
some
like
pink
pink
hearts. Show
hearts
her
in the
some
chat.
love. Yes.
Yes.
So drop her
Yes.
some pink hearts. So yeah. So I don't, like I said, I'm not too picky now. Like I said, when you're 20, you have options. You're really not serious. You're just doing what you do. You're just like whatever. But now, like I said, it's more so, like I said, the integrity, all jokes aside, the things that matter, the things that
Mhm.
count. How you treat people, how you're going to treat me, how that's what's important to me at this point. So
Absolutely.
who
That
knows
is
who I'll end
absolutely
up with.
important to me.
And I'm tired of we on lock telling me about these kissing stuff, but
I've skipped we unlocked that twice.
ignore. Listen, we're gonna go to the next question. Do you have any crazy roommate stories?
Um, so sometimes y'all can just skip me, but yes, I do. So I actually roommated with my brother. And it was my turn to I had to get together, had my friends over, and my brother, he likes to drink. Sometimes he likes to have a good time. I wonder if it's Kia's dog, because we were just talking about it. My dog's fast asleep, but Kia's dog was right there at her feet. So my brother, he had gotten drunk while I had I'm gonna say we were having a get together. I'm gonna say I had about 8 to 10 friends over, and we were, and he came out of the room drinking and uh just getting in one of my friend's face and really wanting to ask her out. And was kind of, I thought it was like, Michael, you're drunk, go in the room.
So did he let you know that he liked your friend before that?
No, not at all. I just
Why
and
you say, wait, Misha, I mean, Crystal, he said, okay, hold on, do that again. He said,
no, I accidentally said his name. I'm sure
oh,
y'all.
we don't, oops, I'm sorry. No, okay, so y'all didn't hear that.
Y'all
So
hear that.
your
But
brother,
yes, he didn't. I didn't know. And we were talking about, oh, let's what do we want to do this summer? Let's go and have like what trips are we taking? You want to go here? I'll take you there. That's and he was just like he was getting in her face. And yeah, that's what happened. That's one of my crazy roommates.
so I guess like I said, I was gonna roommate with one of my friends, but I'm glad we didn't, because we probably wouldn't have been lifelong friends. So I'm glad we looked for places, but it just didn't work out. But I did roommate with my brother also, and so I used to take naps throughout the day. I was a bum almost, pretty much. So I took a nap, and this wasn't normal for my brother. Like, like, let's have a party. Normally, people just like, hey, we stopping by. So I took a nap. I wake up, it's a little kid by my bathroom. And the little kid say, do you live here? I said, yeah, well, who are you? So I hear like a lot of like noise and stuff that doesn't sound like the TV or radio. So I go further into the house, and it's a house full of people. My brother done had, like, he invited a whole bunch of people. It was like a party. They had drinks. They was doing all kind of stuff. So this is why it was irritating, because I had a brand new blender. They decided to take my brand new blender and make drinks. And I was like, I'm outside calling my mom and my best friend, like, everybody about to get put out. I can't believe they're using my blender. And she's like, are you mad about a blender? Yes. And who are all these people? So yes, I was like,
You didn't know he was gonna have a party. He didn't tell you. You just had people just coming in your
random,
house and just.
I don't know if it was like a friend invited a friend and a friend, because it was just like, where did all these people? And it wasn't even like our usual like clique. It was different people. People that you're like, who are you? I don't recognize you. It was a few people that I did recognize, but it was just like a new group of people. Like, and the fact that they were like, who are you? Who are you?
Right. You gotta stop talking. You stop taking naps in the middle of the day, right? Well, you don't have no roommate no more. Thank God. Somebody walking in my
Girl, I
house saying,
couldn't
"Who
have a
are you?"
roommate, because I was telling my friend, who was I talking to? One of my friends. So Crystal.
We unlocked.
One
Let
of
it
my friends,
go. Let it go. Just
I was asking my friend, one of my friends, her, which one? I'm trying to think which friend it was, because they was acting real bougie or real high acidity or whatever. So I said, well, if they all move out, you can walk around the house butt booty naked. Well, I don't want to walk around butt booty naked. Okay, well, even my grandma gonna get me. Even my grandma want to walk around butt booty naked. So what are you talking about? That's the benefit of not having a roommate. You can just grab a shower and run to your room. And she's like, no, I don't want to be naked. I'm just trying to give you a plus of living alone.
Listen, in my house,
she was upset. Okay, it's gonna kill me. I ain't gonna say their name on air, but I was like, get over it. You're gonna have a whole house to yourself. You can turn the music up loud at 2:00 in the morning. You gonna have the whole house. Embrace it.
Exactly. Just have a good time.
We don't start fresh, okay? Just behave. Just don't talk about kissing, okay? Okay, baby.
But you in the house by yourself. Listen, after a long day of work, you unsnap that bra and throw it across the room.
But
what that's there for.
I get afraid. Oh, that's how we always go off of subject, because I always say that.
Mhm.
I be like asking like people like, why do you be acting so tight? Like, like your bra too tight or something. You know what I'm saying? Like when people be saying, I don't do that. I don't do that. Like, so you don't come home and want to take your bra off. So why are you sitting there fully dressed in your house with your church shoes on? Like,
That's constricting. That's crazy.
yeah. So some people will be
Mhm.
like, they do too much. You be like, listen, let it all out. And that kind of segue into our next, you know what? That's amazing. Segues.
I did that. That is a good
And I
segue.
didn't even mean to do that.
No.
Okay. So yes, hi Bob, butt booty naked. I
Butt
told people
booty
enjoy
naked.
it.
Yes.
Enjoy life, okay? Like we talked about this before when we go to a, what did we say, a nude beach? I think Crystal, did you say yes or no?
I don't remember what I go to, but I'll answer it now. Yeah, I'd go. I don't know that I'm going naked though, because usually that's what happened at these nude beaches. Is a lot of people that just look like your principal. They just look like they don't they're like your high school principal. There's
I
nobody
think
that's
I
like,
would want to be naked at a beach if it was like a secluded beach where it was nobody on there, because I would just
Mhm.
want to see how it feels, sun, and everything just like out. Because
Mhm.
we do it at home, so if you could just go somewhere where there's nobody around, yeah, I'm cool. But I don't want to like say go to a place with the principal and the guy that looked like he's just got out of jail for being a sex offender. No.
Say that exactly. There's nobody that looks like, ooh, like I want to rock with him. And mm-mm. Um. So our subject tonight is, are we prepared? So Kia and I were talking about, being single right now. Are we prepared if we were to be in a relationship? Even just like our house and stuff like that. So Kia, go ahead, because you had a good
So
point.
I was thinking, I was watching TV today, and I was like, I was watching a show about people, getting our age, because me and Crystal are a little older, and I'm not gonna say old ladies, we're a little older, and we're set in our ways,
I'm
and
still hot and sexy, so
yeah, if we hot and sexy, give us some purple hearts, give us some purple hearts if
the
me and
Purple Hearts,
Crystal still
please.
got it, okay?
Just
Just because we still got it.
and apparently I look like a lawyer, so apparently I got the lawyer look. So I don't remember who said that, but thank you. But then,
So,
go ahead.
um, you know how you get set in your ways and you're used to living by yourself, how we just said, like you have bad habits, and I've picked up some bad habits over the years with living by myself. So I was telling Crystal, I said my bedroom is clean, but it might not be clean to some people. So literally my bed has like a wedge pillow in it. I have two laptops, one work laptop, one regular laptop. Earlier, don't judge me, I had a bag of Doritos. So it was a mess. And I told Crystal, sometimes when I take my hair off, I don't always put it back on the head. Sometimes it might end up on the nightstand. Things happen. So I was just like, Crystal, if we get a boo, how do you transition? Are we ready to have, like we always say, are we prepared to date? But what let us know what bad habits you guys have in the comments,
Yeah,
whether you're single or you're married. What bad habits do you have? Like, are you a lady to take her eyelashes off wherever she feel like, and then they're looking like bugs? Um, what bad habits do you guys have?
then it might be a little bit harder to transition into, like, or if you do have a husband or a man, and do you want to clean up? Okay, let me give me half an hour before you come over. Like, how does that work? How does that work? I'll be honest with you, like my bed is made of, but like I actually had somebody come in, I feel like right when the pandemic started, and did my closet, and it's kind of still as it was, but not really. And I still got a load of laundry by the door. So yeah,
It's
it
the
would need
little
immediate
things,
transition. I need to.
even with our
My dresser is
appearance.
a mess. My
You said what's
jewelry,
a
my
mess?
dresser is a mess.
Oh, see, my dresser is okay because I keep that pretty clean because it's like just my perfumes, candles and stuff like that. So my dresser is pretty good. It's just like I don't know why. I guess because I don't have a man sleeping on the other side. It just be books like all the people who I, agree to read their book. It just be all kind of stuff on the other side of the bed.
Right.
And I'm like, this is crazy.
I
Um,
don't either. I don't either. High vibes. I don't fold it right away, and then next thing you know, it's just sitting there, and yeah, and so that's definitely something I got to work on. I just got to work
yeah,
on.
so my closet area is that's good because I just I'm very like organized. I like to go in there and be able to like look and see what I'm doing. So I am anal when it comes to my closet. Everything is color coordinated. Y'all seen the video, whites, creams, and then it gets into the grays. Everything and this by sleeves. So my closet is up to 100. That's good.
That's impressive. Mine is color coordinated because, like I said, I had somebody come in and do it. And then I said, Crystal, you just make. I'm very conscious about making sure that it's still color coordinated the way she did it. So I'm like, okay, just make sure when you put stuff back, put it like that. But other than that, no, the shoes are still good, but it's not as
And that's another
not
thing.
as
So I
harsh
see
as that.
everyone's talking about laundry. I'm bad on that. So like, okay, if you have a boo, like, okay, do you expect me to wash your clothes? If we get married, like, okay, because now, like I said, what Monique said, she said she would rearrange laundry 22 times before she put it away.
No
So is
way.
that acceptable for your boo? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, are we really ready, Crystal? Because it's just like, what if he have expectations? Like
We got to find out what those expectations are, like in the courtship, like while we're dating, or like
I
on the
know.
third date. So what? So how
And
do
then
you?
that's why I said the fake and the funk. So that goes into the fake and the funk. Like how soon do you let him know your true self? Because like I said, when he first come over the first time, yeah, you're gonna clean up. It's gonna smell good. You're gonna have all your candles. The scent by the door. It's gonna be lovely. But how soon do you be like, listen, sir, this ain't how I really get down?
No, I wouldn't. It's not even faking the funk. You don't have to tell him nothing. You just need to ask good questions, like I talk about on Candy Convo. Like, just let me ask you the questions. How do you like it? Like, how do you like it? And then because a lot of times, like my ex would just surprise me, would just come by the house, just like, and I'm like, oh Lord, like, yes, he would just surprise me out of the blue, like when he came out, got off work, just show up at the house and just hang. And I was like, okay, I know that I got to have this right every day, every time, no matter what. Not
And
mine
what's
is
so funny
organized.
is because y'all see what I look like for CMK or when I do a live, okay? And I get dressed up sometimes for work, and I'll give them a little sun, just make them, like, okay, she still got it. But I don't always look this way. So it's funny because I was telling y'all, I had posted this video, I think in the summertime. So one morning I went outside and I took my trash out. So I don't know where this little nosy little boy next door was. I don't know. He should have been at school, even homeschooling. He should have been reading a book or doing something. So I go out later, like around noonish, to take the dog out, and he was like, "Miss Kia, you didn't look like this morning. Is that a wig? Why are you all in my business, little boy?" So like every time like I don't look like this, he always say something. And I'm like, why are you all in my business? So I'm asking this Crystal is like, when we get dialed up, like how soon do you feel comfortable around Bay or whatever without, your lip gloss on? Because Crystal loves lip gloss. So how soon do you just let him see the authentic with the bonnet?
That
You
is
said
a
Bay was coming over
really,
your house unannounced, like whatever.
yeah, that is a really good question. And I'm trying to remember. I feel like it was like a month, maybe, but oh gosh, yeah, that he saw me without my head wrapped 3 weeks to a month. He knew it didn't come like this. Like it takes work. I was like,
See?
listen, you have an ex, like you have an ex. Listen, you
And so,
didn't.
Crystal, tell them the story about the lady who you said. Now, I didn't do like, see, my ex, he liked the tomboy in me. You know what I'm saying? So he liked the rough and the rugged. Okay, but um, what? Tell us about the girl who you said who got up at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm not doing that.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. So my friend, uh when she first got married, her first year of marriage, she would get up at 3 a.m. and put makeup on and then go back to bed. So when her husband woke up, she had a fully made face. And I was like, wow. And so she didn't do that. Well, no, she did it for a year. She did it for the first year of their marriage. I was like, that's a lot. That's a lot. And honestly, that's nervousness and insecurity, and you're young and married, but um yeah, that's a lot.
Now, like I said,
I
I
wouldn't
couldn't
do
do
that.
that long term.
I'm not doing that.
But it was a guy that I was digging it out. Like, I would like get up and put a little something on. But that's because I was on my way to work. That's when I was still like, in corporate, where I still went to a physical building and
Hmm.
I, put a little face on. But I couldn't imagine getting up at 3 o'clock, while he's still in bed and we live together.
Right. And to
And
me, I'm
then
like, well, you already had a child at that point. And I'm like, listen, you got to get up and you got stuff to do. Like, if he can't love you like this with your head wrap and you, then you know,
yeah, and I've had like girls that ask me, like, even though like I live alone, so when this show go off, y'all, I take okay, anybody just come in, her name is Candy, okay? So Candy come off. How y'all think I change up every episode? Because Candy comes off as soon as I'm not doing anything. So I know girls that will sleep in their wigs. So I'm like, that's the purpose of wigs. Because, back in the day, we had the sew-ins, and then we, went to, well, they still do sew-ins, but, when the lace fronts came out, that was
mhm,
a game changer. Okay. So why would I be sleeping with a wig on when it comes off?
right. No, absolutely.
It just doesn't make sense to me. So I'm like, I'm going to take my good hair off and put her up. But
Hmm.
I know women that will literally like, okay, so Crystal, you don't wear wigs. So I'm like, how did that work? So if I get a bae, like, do I take it off and put my bonnet on when it's time? So, oh no, what do you think? Would you be shocked if a girl took her wig off to have, relations?
Go in the bathroom, take your wig off, and come to bed. And yes,
He's gonna be like, who is that? Are
that's
you
not. Listen, that's not who you went to dinner with. It's just Candy's gone, and now this is Kia. Like, you need to do that. You need to still preserve the head. You gonna sweat that out. You gonna sweat
so
that
what if
wig
you like
out.
to say, I guess that's a conversation we need to have with the men because I was watching a show. What's that one with I think it's with Jill Scott in there or something. And what's it come on BT, I believe. And the guy was like, I'm tired of you coming to bed with that smelly bonnet. Sir. So she was like, they was about to have sex, and they had sex on a certain day of a week, and it was sex night, and she forgot, so she crawls in bed. And he was like, no, she was like, okay, tooting her booty up, and he was like, nah, because you got that bonnet on. He said she just ruined the mood.
How long were they? I didn't see this show. How long were they married? How long
They
were they
married for a
together?
while. They got
It's,
kids, so they were married for a while. And he was just so what happened was on the show he cheated on her. So they're trying to
mm-hmm.
relight the fire or
Yep,
whatever.
rekindle.
Yeah,
Okay.
and she, she's a doctor and she was tired. So she forgot it was the sex day. So she went in the bathroom, put her bonnet on, and came in
I
bed.
remember
And
this.
so when he was like, well, today is such and such. And then she was like, okay, well, fine. And, she tooted up. He was like, I don't even want it now. You got this old basically tied.
He needed
Right?
to. I do remember seeing this. And that's actually a good show. To me, if he's making all of those, having all of those issues where then he needs to love you like without the wig,
So
who
we
you
got
are
Jada. We
now.
got Jada. So
Who you are.
Jada is our sixth kitten, okay?
Okay, wait. My friend sleeps in hair every night. She with her dude, but she has gorgeous hair down to her back. So, yeah, it's so interesting. I
So
feel like
Jada, are you waking up, looking beautiful, or when because Jada, she's funny. She's be like, I sleep with, we was talking about the guys. Remember I had the male panel and they was talking about the granny panties, and Jada was like, I don't own a pair of granny panties. I'm like, well, what does y'all consider granny panties? Because I might not want to do the full lace, but like I said, you got guys like him that's in that show, and I'm sure it's guys like that in real life that want you to be sexy most of the time. I see what Miss Creative is saying that she want to be in a relationship where, he can see her full glam, he can see her natural, rough
right,
looking.
and love
But
her no matter what. It's important to love him, love you no matter what. Whether you got full face on, whether at 2 a.m. Like, you don't want me to wake up looking like a raccoon with this eyeliner on. I need to be stripped down. I need to, I need to preserve this face.
But
So
so that's that conversation that you need to have, because like you said, because what if you don't look like, together? Because I was laughing. I told us I be looking 90% of the time. I be in this house looking homeless. Okay.
and that's what I was doing, and that's what I told Kia. I said this is one of the questions that I wanted to ask the men's panel and the ladies panel is like, are we prepared before we got married? So Kia, before you got married, did you prepare yourself? Was there any type of preparation that you felt like you needed to do, whether it was the granny panties, whether it was let me prepare myself, my house to welcome somebody else into it?
So that's a good question. So I'm actually doing a panel tomorrow, life after divorce.
Mhm.
Because I walked into marriage and I didn't have a clue. No one told me anything, so I just walked in there blind. I think I got better with age. So whoever snatched me up this time, they gonna have like I said, some things going on.
I
But
agree with that.
the things that I
I agree with
thought
age.
was sexy then, you look back like, oh my god, that was no way sexy. That was no way, ugh. So nope, I don't like, and we were friends, so that's why I said I was the homeboy sometimes. So if he was okay with hair slapped back in a ponytail with the edges laid down, he was cool. He probably would, like, put on a baseball cap too. Let's ride out. So nope, I wasn't prepared, Crystal. You muted.
Y'all knew I was gonna do it once tonight. Granny panty, country mama said granny panties still come off no matter what. But that preamble to the to the D, he wants something to look at. He wants something to. So I hear what you're saying, though, country mama. I get
But
it.
just like with that, like what she said, the granny panties still come off. I always say I like a man to smell good, so I don't want him to come in there with no old tired looking boxers on. Like, baby, spice it up. Don't come in there with the 3 in a pack.
And you know what? I agree. So Miss Creative said, I'm the total opposite of that. Most of the time I'm in a natural state. And I am too. I'm not all made up a lot of times. And so mm, I would put makeup on to go out, and I would definitely, but on a daily basis, I don't wear a lot of makeup. So I just think, am I prepared? I would get prepared. I'm pretty quick on my feet, but I don't know.
Jada is a hot mess. She said she eats Skittles before bed. Girl, you're going to have to go to the dentist if you eat Skittles before bed.
You just have a couple Skittles, put the bag right there, and but are we prepared? Is our house prepared? Is our
Yeah, so like I said, I know it's some things that I need to work on. But like I said, I think those honest conversations, and I think introduce him into your world sooner than later. Like, hey, listen, um, I do YouTube videos. It's a green screen. You might come in, the green screen might stay in the kitchen for 3 days. If you don't like it there, move it. But sometimes if I know I have a show back the next day, I don't take it down.
Mm-hmm. Why?
So, it's just like stuff like that. Like when you say, are you prepared? And then you have to be prepared for him. Because what if he got like a weight bench that he want to put somewhere that you don't like? You want to put a weight bench where? So we have to like be able to compromise. So let's segue into this part.
Mm-hmm.
So this is what I really was talking to Crystal about before the show. She said, what do you want to talk about today? So I was watching some TMZ. Somebody was something. No, it was Sherry Shepherd. She took over Wendy Williams. So I don't watch Wendy, but I was kind of like, I'm kind of digging Sherry. So she was saying something about living apart from your mate. So more and more married couples older couples are deciding to, when they get married, to not live together. We visited this before, and first I think we were like, no, y'all want my safety. I want you to be the protector of the house. I want you to whatever. And I do feel like the man is the protector. And sometimes, like, when stuff happen or I hear a noise, like, okay, call him, my brother, like, hey, can you come see, what this noise is? But what if he was able to have his space, and some people even do it, live next door to each other. So you're literally not living in the same house. So when you want to come over, you come over her house, she come over yours. What do y'all think about that?
I do want to know what everyone thinks about that, and this is what my rebuttal was to Kia is that y'all know sometimes I follow Tahir Moore and Kev and that whole crew, and Tahir says that him and his wife once a month he'll go to a hotel for a weekend. Like they have that time apart, and she'll do the same thing. So I kind of, after hearing him say this a lot, that it helps them miss each other. And I'm like, that is actually kind of cool that it keeps the fire going, and it helps them miss each other. But I do see that, you know what? Why would you want to be around your man, want to be around your husband? So I totally hear that. But at the same time, I hear what he's saying. Like once a month, I have my own space, and I need my own space. So, oh yeah, I definitely, y'all know I homie Zoom. Oh, you don't know that, but it's coming back, and I'm so excited. But
What
yes,
is Zooming with the homies?
it's a show that to hear more created. So I'll send you a couple links. But
Okay, so I'm
he
looking
created,
like what?
yeah, it's a to hear more. He created this show Zooming with the Homies, but he's in Kev's camp. But
Okay.
he talks about that he and his wife, they have once a month that they have their own space and their own time apart, and it helps them miss each other. I actually like that.
And
So
see, this is what I was saying while we were talking about this, because that's what I said. You gotta like, I need to see the rawness, or we gotta have these real conversations, because the husband was kind of like, he was kind of messy. And then I'm like, your mess mixed with some of my, I pick mine up eventually. He would never pick. And that's what he like, if people really could see what's going on behind such, whatever. But I'm like, no, but I eventually clean mine up. You just leave. If you drop your pants on the floor, they never getting picked up. And then as soon as I pick them up, you have a problem saying that you didn't take the stuff out your pockets. It's just like stuff like that. So it's just like
but you know what though? We gotta figure out what hill we're gonna die on. Like, we gotta pick our battles though. Because I agree though. Don't leave your men. Don't leave your pants on the floor.
Yeah, but
Just
if I'm trying to clean up, if it's Saturday and I'm like, okay, today's the day to clean up, and I got some time, and you left these things, like you said, that pick your battles. But he was borderline hoarder too. So he would save stuff, and he would have panic attacks when I would throw stuff away. Be like, dude, that folded up paper been on that dresser since for a month. What are you doing with it?
it's hard. And I do wonder if men prepare themselves, mentally prepare themselves for the relationship and for the marriage as well. When we watch Mavs, they've just been thrown into this situation with this person you've never met. But have you done the work to prepare yourself for that next step? And even us, we work hard. We
So
have
I'm with Future. Maybe we
family.
could get a flat. Maybe that's what we can get, a flat. I don't know what y'all call them in Atlanta, but we call them like flats here. So if it's upstairs and downstairs, you have your house upstairs. I have my house downstairs. Separate kitchen,
A
separate
two-family home,
bathroom.
a two-family house, like
Yeah,
on
they
the
call
East
them
Coast?
2-family flats here.
Okay.
I know in Tennessee they call them duplexes, but here we call them flats. But we can do
Mhm.
that. Like I said, Future, she said something about separate wings, because again, I don't think I want to do a bathroom with you no more. Because I don't know, you're in there shaving or whatever you're doing. I don't know. And I don't want you to be in there, worried about what I'm doing. So I think, yeah, that would be.
So I could do different wings of the house or separate bedrooms with sitting room between, but always separate bathrooms. I
Yeah,
agree.
so I think, like I said, maybe not so much living by yourself.
Yeah, I
Might
think a
not
two-family
really think
house
about it, because
is
they had different apartments that was like not even near each other. So it's like, and then to me, like I said, if a person gonna cheat, they're gonna cheat. But you're like, okay, he's looking like he's living like a single man. So I can see like if y'all had like a property where you got like, if you know how the rich people already had like the other guest house, something like that. When Oprah put Stedman in the guest house when the pandemic happened. And she was like, he's been traveling. He hasn't been paying attention to the COVID guidelines. So he's going to go to the guest house. It was probably still nice because it was Oprah land.
right.
But I could see, like I said, having, like I said, a house where it's big enough where we can have our own space.
Yeah, I agree. And it's important to have your own space. And that's another thing I've said before on here is that I want to have my own space. I liked the fact that one of my exes, like we worked different shifts. And then, we worked different shifts. So when we did come together, it was great. Sometimes it's important to have your own, not be up under each other all the time. So you have your own interests. He has his own interests. So, and I think this goes along with, the house too. So if I had my own office and he, whatever, you want to be in the garage, whatever, I just think that's important too. So I like the flats idea. It would be a duplex.
And that's why I said I think it'll work
Duplex.
out better because we know our likes and our dislikes, and we're having different conversations now. Because you asked me about being prepared when I got married in my early 20s. Yeah, I didn't know those right questions. Like, do you leave dishes in the sink? Do you do this? Like, because those things are annoying now. You're like, you just cook I love a man that can cook, but don't go in there being Chef Boyardee cooking you a meal and then you leave the dishes. What the heck?
And then you leave the kitchen a mess.
A mess.
So what's the deal breaker? You want to have the kitchen? Because a lot of people, they have the flat, they have their own bathroom, bedroom, but okay, we can share the kitchen, or you want to do the kitchen in shifts. You want to have the kitchen all to yourself too, Kia.
Well, y'all know I don't be in here cooking anyway. I just want the kitchen to stay clean.
Okay.
Because that's okay. Y'all know we said I'm scared of mice, and I'm always in my head thinking of the mice gonna come in and get me. So now I'm always thinking of roaches and stuff. So I'm like, do not leave stuff out. So yeah, I need that kitchen to stay clean. I'm sorry. Yeah, I need you to tidy up. You know what I'm saying? And then food smells bad. I can't. Wait, no. I said that, Jada. So let me tell you about this one guy I was dating. He wasn't cooking me nothing. So I'm not about to clean up the kitchen. He was a chubby chaser. He was kind of chubby. So what happened was he was thick. He got thick when we started dating. So he would get up, Crystal, at Huh?
But I think you would be the chubby chaser, though.
He chased me because I got chubby with him. So he was chubby. Okay, whatever. When we got together. Okay. So anyhow, so if I phrased it wrong. So anyway, I would be asleep for work, and I would be smelling. You know how you think you're dreaming, and I would smell like a full course meal, like at 2:00 in the morning. So he would literally like be having ingredients that were not in the house. So that means you done got up, went to the store, and got these extra ingredients. So I wasn't worried about the man cheating on me. He was going out cheating at Myers. So you at Myers at 2:00 in the morning, and then you coming back cooking steak and chocolate chip cookies. Girl, one night he was making creme brulee. This was not for me. I was asleep. So I was like, okay, I might as well get up and have creme brulee. that night it was smelling good.
2:00 in the morning, though?
Yes, he was a night cook. So Jada, no, I wasn't going to be washing dishes because that meal was not for me. He just would get hungry at night.
And then, oh goodness. And then that stuff sit on your stomach?
Yeah. No.
Why you?
That's probably why he gained all that weight, because
absolutely
he was eating those late meals.
That's absolutely what happened. And then he probably lit up the bedroom. No wonder you had to sleep separately.
No, we wasn't sleeping. We were still sleeping in the same room. It was just that he was like, when I go to bed, because I had to go to work in the morning, and he had to get up too. That's all I couldn't understand. But he would be up literally cooking, and I would smell the food.
See, and in California, like, oh, that's happened to me before, but I smelling like Mexican food. Like, what at 2:00 in the morning? Oh no,
Wait, Tracy, I'm still sitting.
I saw that.
Maybe that's what it was. But the dude was in the house cooking, literally like this. Like he would be cooking brownies, like a full meal. Like he was cooking desserts, food.
Was he stressed out? You were stressing him out, weren't you? At 2:00 in the morning, you cooking whole meals at 2:00 in the morning? Ooh,
I don't know. He was like Myers, because when I would wake up, I'd be like, we did not have these ingredients. Where did he get these walnuts from for these brownies?
He was digesting his feelings, is what he was doing.
Oh, poor thing.
Come pick up your hood feelings. I need my own bathroom and an extra bathroom in case I get.
Oh, she's an extra bedroom just in case.
An extra bedroom in case you get mad. Yes, just in case I get mad. I need somewhere to go. I need somewhere to breathe. I need you to kick you out so you can, so I can have more time to myself. Yes, what were you doing to that man? That's
why it gotta be me? Why he I think he's still strange.
I hear you. It may not have been you, but he was definitely digesting his feelings. He was definitely choking on something. He was choking on his emotions. That's a lot at 2 o'clock. Like creme brulee. That also.
Baby down there,
Although,
you gotta like get do the thing with the heat. So he be down there like,
that's
I was like,
interesting.
yes.
And brownies and everything at middle of the night. That,
But
like you
can you
said,
imagine sleep? This is not like you're waking up to breakfast. Like you're asleep and you smell stuff. And you like, and then like I said, if it smelled right, I would get up and go see. Like, okay, let me investigate. This smell like this could be something good.
you were starving him mentally. There was something going
No,
on.
he was a night owl.
Mm-hmm. Did he ever work? Did he have night shift as well? Did he work at night as well? Uh-oh.
He never recovered, I think. So he was a street dude in the past. So I think he never got over being asleep at night. So I think when he transitioned to corporate America, he couldn't sleep. He was just like, I'm gonna cook this meal instead. But dude, I need you to go to bed.
That's what it was. Yeah, but that's a lot for him. Yeah.
Like this normal life is not for me. Like
right.
She's in the bed.
The transition was that.
And if I leave, she gonna have a fit. That's why I said he was cheating with Myers. He's like, okay, she'll be like, what you doing?
Right, cheating with Myers. Y'all, I don't know. I don't know how prepared I am, and I know that, like I said, I'm quick on my feet, and I can. It's not, but it's not easy to adjust. It's not easy to adjust. Going from single to married or single in a relationship. So, getting your house in order, especially if you have, especially during the pandemic, some people have, collected some bad habits. And
so
then
what I did was after I did the males panel, thank you, Dr. O, whoever, I don't know who else in the chat, but after I did the male panel and Jada, I went online and I got me some new, sleepwear, and not so much sleepwear because I work from home. So I bought more, I got a lot of these little robes like this. I got like a lot of little, gowns, not like the grandma gown, what's the Miss Creator said grandma had all them kids with the Walmart gown. But I was like, I'm not trying to do the Walmart gown. So I did like kind of sexy it up. So, make myself little, so when you walk past and you be like, oh, that's okay. So I am like trying to, get out of like just putting on anything. Like, oh, you got on orange bottoms, an army fatigue shirt. Just looking at hot mess. So I have worked on that at the male channel.
Mix match socks and everything. No, you gotta, you never know what could happen. I agree with you. And I did, I look for my robes too, but I like certain colors and I like them to fit. So that's. Mm-hmm.
So Trey Mack, you said something fishy. He probably was thinking about Bonquisha too. So
he had a lot. He had itchy fingers. He was wanting to get back out there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yes, I did. I pay attention to y'all. So, like I said, I did. I spent, I bought, some, I spent the time and, got the little credit card out and got me some nice things to just, like I said, walk around. And, when the mailman come, be like, hey, Amazon.
Y'all, we got to stay ready though. That's important too. And what's so funny? I think I do stay ready. I think and then like Kia said, if you get ready, you don't have to stay ready. You just got to always be ready.
Yeah, I think like I said, we come into, I think we will be fine because like I said, the things that I know now is different. I'm a whole different woman. Like I'm a toot my own horn. I think I'm amazing now. Like the woman that I become, like when I look at even pictures, I'll be like, okay, she looked a little sad. Like you could tell when your life was depressing and you was just in some stuff. And then now I just feel like that I'm in another place, a better place. I know myself, I've been single. So again, I'm good. So he will be an added benefit. The only thing I can say about preparing is just like my space. So again, I'm not used to sharing my space. So that's like what I'm kind of like leery, like, So
do okay, transitioning from space. And did you answer the question that you'd want a 2-family house or you'd want a duplex?
I could do that. A nice one. It has to
Yeah.
have a nice outside look. It can't look like a duplex. It has to look like a regular house.
Right.
And then when you come in, like, oh, this is a, because I know some that are like that where it is not noticeable.
And I actually, even if I didn't have a duplex, I actually like the idea, especially hearing this idea of, taking time away, taking like a weekend away to myself, and he does the same thing. That makes sense. Because you really want to miss each other, and it's important. I definitely like the idea of having separate bathrooms. Girl,
Yes.
yes.
Like I said, and like I said, as long as he understand, like I said, we get to understand it. And that might be a conversation that we have early on. Like, hey, let's have some transparent moments. Like, how do you really keep your house? Don't clean up because you said I'm coming, or let me know how you really how you move, so I could see if this is something that I want to,
And honestly,
long term.
You said, at what point do we have that conversation? I'd want to have that conversation in the very beginning, like third date. Like, so what do you find like a speck of dust on the floor, or are you, do you have a fit if you got a dish in the sink? I want to know those type of things. Are you like, a stickler? Are you really a stickler for dishes, or do you have a fit if things aren't in order? Are you OCD? You want to know those things ahead of time. I want to know those things before you come over.
And then like I said, the same way for me. Like I said, that I want to know that you can accept me not putting this mic up, that not putting this like I said, the green screen up. Okay, are you gonna be, what I'm saying? Like, when people get come out, there you go again with all that stuff. There you go. Can you accept that? And guys, I am a night owl. Can he accept that? Like, that's why I said we gotta have square footage. I think
that's High
Vibe just say that. So yeah, because I don't sleep at night, guys. That's when I get creative. That's when I wrote most of my book at night. That's when all my creative juices. I promise y'all, when it gets 12 o'clock, like I said, I was sleeping with him. See, maybe I didn't like him, because maybe that's why I was up there asleep, because I still got a job.
No, you didn't.
Because that is crazy. When we were together, I'd be up there like,
you had one eye open. That's what happened. You were sleeping with one eye open. You weren't sure.
So maybe that was something subconscious. But now that I'm single, that's when my creative juices come out. At 12 o'clock, that's when I want to make thumbnails. That's what I want to, think of content. That's what I want to write. So, we just gotta find that match. So again, that's the conversation we have to have early on, Crystal.
Yeah,
you be up. Nobody be up too. I'll be like, what is Crystal doing?
Yeah, I do in the middle of the night. So Trey Mack said that is a good for a third date conversation. How do you keep your home? Yeah, what are your deal breakers as far as your cleanliness, hygiene, all of those things? I think that is a good point before. Don't wait 6 months, but don't wait till you invite him over to your house. I think that's a good
Hi,
conversation.
do you want to be on CMK? You know it's CMK. What do you want?
Who's that?
My cousin was trying to video. And I was like, "You want to be on CMK?"
You should have turned the camera around. Be like, "Listen."
So I had to mess with her because I was like, "We're not saying nothing bad," because she always tease us.
But I think that is a good third date conversation that we should, you gotta start them conversations early. Before,
and like I said, now all the stuff that I didn't pay attention to in my 20s, I'd be paying attention to now. Like, even how he keep his car. Like, dudes be doing some like rigging some stuff. You be like, what did you doing to your car? Like, what is going on? Like, why you just didn't pay the people to do that? Did you just hook this up? What's this? So yeah,
Trey Mack said he got the slip and slides though. He got the silk and satin shorts and the pajamas. Yeah, so he likes to be prepared too. You never know. You never know.
Come out there with that baby oil and them silk shorts on, right? You be like, okay, and smell good,
right? Okay,
Trey Mack, we see you up in here.
That's important. Yeah, I just feel like if we don't start those conversations early, that helps us be prepared. That helps us be prepared for who we gonna meet next.
And I'm with Jada. Like she said, she can get even when she going to physical therapy, because again, we don't know if our man is out there, so we want to give a first impression. Some guys will be attracted to the natural you with your hair pent up, whatever. But I try to go out looking like somebody at least halfway decent. So you never know.
Do you and so what so then do you ask the questions about do we have the right questions now? Do we know what questions we want to ask as far as
Baby, everything that went wrong in my marriage, I got questions. What's
there
your
you go.
relationship with your mama? Okay, do you
That's what
share a bank account with your mama? Um, if this happened, how do you handle this? These
yeah,
are
that's
questions that I need to know. Okay, do your mama have a savings? Because your mama, because we at that age now, people, parents, we want to move in, got to move in. So, what's your mama situation? What's your daddy situation?
yeah.
Not just the
And
kid. So we gotta have.
do you have kids? How do you treat your kids? Are your kids in your life? I want to know all those questions too. I want that, now that we are, trying to vet, to the next step in our lives, we want to make sure that we're dating with intention. That's the answer. So we need to ask the right questions too.
Wait, why Miss Creator say I'm over here I sound like a stray cat? She gotta work. That's why I said I would have to like probably change that. I'm not ready on that aspect because girl, listen, Jada was talking about her light bill last week, being $150 and her gas bill being $4. I don't know why mine is not that high, Crystal, because I be in this house with the family room light on, the kitchen light, be running around here at 2 o'clock in the morning. So yes, I be sound like a stray cat. Yeah.
Max said, I met a young Mother Earth back in the day who did believe in deodorant. Who did or didn't? Okay, who did believe in deodorant. I never knew that was a deal breaker for me until then.
Maybe she did not.
She didn't believe in deodorant. That's okay.
So did she smell fresh when you first met her?
She felt like the earth. She felt like that. I'm telling y'all, they have this scent. I met a guy that he didn't believe in deodorant or he didn't do the deodorants and people were like, I like the way he smells. I said, he's
No,
funky.
if I lay up under your arms, I don't want like if I'm even laying here and you laying, I don't want to be like, oh no.
Right. But they at a certain point they start to smell, I guess they like themselves or like, I don't know. Yeah.
No, didn't I say earlier? I need a man that smells good. It's something about a man that smells good. I
That's
told y'all about these candles that I have that smell like a man. When we get off of here today, I'm gonna go light my candles up.
it's
And
too comfortable.
sometimes I spray the curtains, do a little just so when the wind in the summer, especially in the summertime when I open the window and and I walk in there, I'll be like, okay.
High Vibes just said sometimes if you let people talk, you will get all the answers. And I agree with that. That's what I was saying. If on the date you're just ask the questions. How do you like your house? How is, are you OCD? Ask them those type of questions. Are you a stickler for not just having, if I have one dish in the sink and stuff like that? Ask those, hell, you'll get all your answer. You don't have to
Yeah, and like I
ask
said, I
wait,
mean, like I
or you
said,
don't have
it's not even
to
like
wait.
you're doing an interview, like you're like, okay, it's an interview. But like, yeah, before we get like too far, like Jada said, let's start this unpeeling this onion, peeling this
Yes.
onion back, these layers back, because I want to know how you pay your bills. Because I have been with guys who want to wait to the last minute to pay your bill. So you're just sitting there with the money. Why do you wait to the last minute? Go ahead and pay the bill. Take that, scratch that off. Like I act like a senior citizen. I pay my bills at the first of the month, every month, like I got a first of the month check. So go ahead and get it out the way. But I've lived with guys that be with my stress of, and that goes back to when you try to let the man lead. So I'm trying to let you lead, but my nerves bad the whole month, even though I know you're gonna pay it. But it's just like, why do I have to wait to see if you're gonna pay this cell phone bill? Why do I gotta wait to see if you're gonna pay this light bill? Dude, pay the bill.
But you know
Yeah,
what that is? Go ahead.
and then one guy, he was like, "You be on my back and this and that or whatever." And why the cable get cut off one time? I was like, "So he was like, it got cut back on." I don't care if it got cut back on in 2 hours. It's the fact that you was procrastinating. Stop it.
That's their money story. Excuse me. Because he probably saw his parents do that, his mother do that, so he just feels like it's okay if I just wait to the last minute and I use that money for something else. And
And I
it's
get
unless
it.
I
I
listen.
can't live like that. So that's what I'm
I
saying. So that's the
I
thing.
hear
It's like
what
you
you're
said.
saying. I absolutely hear what you're saying. But if he's seen, other people do it or his parent, especially if he's seen his mama do it or something like that, then he thinks that's how. Then just just do it like that.
Trey done
And
woke up the
I
chat.
don't agree with it, but I hear what
Yeah.
you're saying.
Trey done woke
I've
up the
seen
chat
that.
with them silk pajamas. Jada said she was talking about that last night. Jada's show was hot last night, okay?
I got to go back and watch it. So,
No,
but
Jada
what you
show.
just said, sometimes I've seen somebody like, even though you got the money, you wait and pay it, wait till you get the late fee and pay it twice, make a double payment.
I
I'm
think
like,
he was more of a Rob Peter to pay Paul type of
yeah,
guy.
that's what I was about. That's what I'm saying. Rob Peter to pay Paul type of person, and you don't have to let it get that way. But some people, because of the money story they had when they were growing up, that's what they've created in their adult life, and it's sad.
Man, Trey Mack, you're doing too much with the silk sheet, the satin sheets. Now I could do the satin whatever your little hookup, but the satin sheets, just give me a good thread count.
Certain musk. Oh, so she definitely had a certain musk going on after being around her for a while. It was just it's a weird musk. But I didn't like it, but other people just like, I like the way they smell. And I'm like, they don't, they smell funky. But in California, there are certain people that do that. It's not just in California.
So Jada, we lost. What are you about? She said the last minute, sheesh, I must have missed something. You should have bought a candle.
Last minute money. I think is that what she's saying?
But no, he was just, I couldn't deal with that because it was like you were questioning my manhood, and I was like, we kept having this conversation every month, and I was just like, this is too stressful.
Some people are procrastinator.
And it had a lot to do with me growing up too, that I didn't feel stable growing up. So I need to know that I'm gonna have a house to live in. True. I need to know that I'm gonna have. So again, that's why we gotta like have those real conversations, because you're like, okay, let me just tell you, all the counseling in the world ain't got me over that part. I need to make sure I feel safe.
It's your money story too. Absolutely. Absolutely. And just like Miss Creative says, some people are just lazy. Some people are just lazy, and some people want to procrastinate. Oh, I know it's due, but I'll just wait to pay it. And that's not, but when he's dealing with somebody that needs it done right away, then he's going to have, and oh, well, you feel
baby, when that cable went off, it was cable. I literally cried, and it wasn't about the cable. I was like, I don't know, like he is driving me crazy. Like I'm trying to make this work, but every month, and then now finally, he was like, it's just cable. No, it's more than cable. He was like, I don't believe your grown self is crying. No, it's more than cable. I told you this was gonna happen.
Right. It's not. It's the principle of it. It's not that it's just cable. That's not it. It's not just cable. My last relationship, my other half believed in paying the bills on time, long as I pay it before the late fee date comes.
So yeah, they kind of stress us. And they stank, not stink. Stank, yeah. Trey Mack. Now, how long did you kick it with her? Did you kick it with her enough to get, close to Trey?
Good question.
Satin sheets are great. See, Jada, I don't know. Maybe I need to try some out. I haven't been on satin sheets since I've been a kid. You just have to make sure you use the clinchers, pins to keep it still under the mattress, I guess.
Yeah, that's actually one of the things I'm going to be asking High Vibes. What's your money story? What is your money story? Because that is important. You know, if you are get with somebody that does not have the same money story and growing up, that's going to be rough.
Yeah. So I think we're gonna overall, and like I said, that's the beautiful thing. Like I said about being married. He did have the nerves to call me one time and was like, I'm glad that you find humor in, everything that we went through. And I'm like, yeah, those were learning lessons. Sometimes you gotta laugh to keep from crying. So yeah, I use those things as,
learning.
Lessons. So, moving forward, you're like, okay, this right here I can't deal with. Okay, this is right here a question that I need to ask. These are, real things, like before we, try to move forward, before we even try to get a duplex.
Yeah, you ain't about to stress me out. That's exactly what she said. You're giving me a headache not paying this bill.
No, it was Miss Creative. I'm telling you, like literally, I probably got some gray hair with dealing with him. It was like all the time, and I'm like, I couldn't understand the Peter to Paul. I couldn't understand what he was doing, and it was just like, what are you doing? Like, sorry, I don't believe in you. So now he got Bonquisha, so I guess she understands.
She get it. But that's the struggle of so she's okay with the struggle. She's okay with the stress. I ain't gonna lie. My ex didn't pay the internet bill. It got turned off. Then he said, "Let's see if we even need it." That's what I was like when I did that. Keep it off a month, man. I was like, I work on the internet. Pay the bill, right?
So Jada, we was gonna be able to see your lovely face on YouTube because you was gonna have to do it on your phone.
We may not need it. No, we don't need that.
Jada was gonna be like this. Hi.
What is happening?
He said, "Let's see if we need it,
Let's see if
sir."
we even need it. Like, oh goodness, Jada, that
Like,
is
didn't she say he
hilarious.
had the nerves? Okay, let's see.
Then had the nerve to ask me for my phone's hotspot. Pay the bill, sir.
Whoo, child.
Yo, that is hilarious.
So Trey Mack said, what did he say? So Trey, y'all got a little close and cozy, huh?
Then it was not. Then it was a no for me. Okay, Mother Earth Girl lasted for about a month. Then it was a no for me. Her personality was amazing, though. Okay, even with all the crystals, trees, and the tree hugging.
Not the tree
Just
hugging.
the crystals in the bed. Like a lot of them, when when they're one with the crystals, they'll put it down their shirt. They'll put it in the bed with them.
So that's
They'll
what we were
put-
just talking about earlier, Crystal. Like, if your personality is amazing, like I said, I just can't do a real thick guy. You know, Lord Jesus, please don't do me like that. But I think, like, you know, when you have somebody amazing like that, like, it's a couple people in this world that, you know, that it's a good time when we link up. So I just want, like, at this point, I just want to be happy. Like, even with my friends, I just want good energy. So with a
Exactly.
guy, I want it to be amazing. So Trey Mack, you couldn't still deal, like, because if it was amazing, you put the word amazing. That's a powerful word, amazing.
So, and somebody, I think it was Country Mama, said, "Well, Trey Mack, if she was so amazing, what if she did the baking soda under the armpits, or there's some natural deodorants?" Yes, I said deodorants. There's some natural deodorants. Like, would if she was such an amazing person, could you have adjusted?
You know what
I
I'm saying?
wouldn't
Like,
adjust.
seriously,
I
no,
would.
seriously, like, because it's hard to find someone that's amazing.
Yeah, she did. She was
For him to
too
you, a man to use that word amazing.
amazing. She had an amazing personality, but she was funky, but she stank. That's
Troy, Jada, get him. He being real petty about the other night's show. He said, "Dang, Jada, see, that's zero get you." That Trey, that y'all kissed and made up at the end of the show last time, and now you starting back. Jada, get him. So we don't go ahead and get ready to head out of here.
right. Y'all, this was fun.
Drag on, but it was an amazing time. So, guys, if you guys are not doing anything tomorrow, join me at 12 o'clock noon. That's Eastern. I'm gonna be doing a panel with women that been married and now they're divorced. So we're just gonna talk about the real things, like the feelings that you go through with divorce, and how we're gonna go and talk about, like, how did they end up married, what were their thoughts. So just make sure you join us if you ever, like, wanted to hear really truth authentic. I can't even talk because she's laughing. What is Trey saying?
Yes, Kia, her personality was amazing, but I couldn't breathe at night, Lynette.
Oh, so that mean they did do that dupe. Hey. Trey, you was all up in the natural goods. Let me stop. Trey, see, you told on yourself, Trey. You should just be like, well, we just
Stay tuned for the ladies panel and the men's panel coming back in March. I'm getting my topics together. Also, if you guys have ideas for topics for me for the panelists, please DM me. Please send me a message. Send me an email. I'll scroll it across the screen. And hold on a second. I'll scroll it across the screen. Here you go. That's my email address. Please send me ideas. One of the ideas we actually talked about today on tonight's show. And
you can't hold your breath while you doing the do. So Crystal, go ahead and guys, our links are in the comment.
And make sure, go ahead. And
Go
make
ahead.
sure you pick up From Pain to Love, My Heart Belongs to Him, by Miss Kia Simone. And make sure y'all check out, Kia does the readings. What nights are the readings?
So I do the dramatic readings on Tuesday nights.
Tuesday nights. Wednesday is her and Corey. Her and I always call him Black. Her and Corey Black. Their versus battle, and that is a lot of fun.
Okay, Chris, I dropped the link in the
I just saw it. Yeah,
right.
I got it.
Yeah, so yeah, make sure you, like I said, tomorrow is a special day, 12 o'clock Eastern at noon. And then I'll be coming with the dramatic readings on Tuesday nights at 9 o'clock p.m. And then, like Crystal said, I do the Corey versus Kia on 9 o'clock p.m. on Wednesday, every Wednesday. Thank you, Jada.
Y'all, thank you so much. There's going to be more content coming from both of us. So just thank y'all for hanging out with us. This was a lot of fun. Okay.
Thank you.
Y'all.